Blog Talk Radio.
He is the last of his kind. All that remains of a once powerful nation. Some think he is a myth. Some believe he is the chosen one, who will bring balance to a world at war. And some will stop at nothing to destroy him.
Welcome, everybody, to Morris Talk Live 100. I'm your host, Tarhaka Amana El Bay, and tonight we have a very special program. I've been contacted all year long by people asking me, do you have an opportunity for us to be in business? What kind of business opportunity do you have? And so tonight we're going to address that. And in my opinion, I think this is one of the hottest opportunities to come along this decade. That's just my personal opinion. I've looked at this thing from every conceivable angle, and it is, without a doubt, outstanding. Tonight, our special guest is Nathaniel Chism, and we'll be discussing strategies for making money with CTFO. Now, if you've seen my ads around, you know what that CTFO mean, but we're going down into it this evening so we can bring out as much information as we can to get you all involved with this thing so you can earn your income and you can use the products of it because they're outstanding and excellent for your health. And I use them myself. Matter of fact, I just finished using some a few minutes ago. Anyway, we're going to be dealing with the following questions. These are just a few of the questions we're going to deal with tonight. How do you benefit? How do you build a CTFO network? What makes CTFO the hottest business in the nation today? What makes the products of CTFO better than the rest? What are the strategies of making money with CTFO? How much money can you make with CTFO? And how much does it cost to join CTFO? Do you need a website before you get involved with CTFO? No. What makes the sales and marketing plan of CTFO so great? And these are just a few of the topics we're going to deal with. We're going to get down into these strategies and stuff, and it appears that my guest is have arrived. I'm going to open up his line because I know he has something to do this evening, and we're going to let him in. Area code 918. You are on the air. Dr. Chism, are you with us?
Hello, brother. How you doing?
I'm doing just fine, my brother. If you would, it's glad to have you on, and if you would be kind enough to let the folks know who you are and where you're from, give us a little information on you and what you're involved in.
Yes, sir. First of all, I want to definitely give all respects and praises to my Heavenly Father. I also want to thank you, brother, for the work you have done. You are a soldier that has been out there trying to make a difference on this planet, and I appreciate it. I know a lot of other people do, and I just want to thank you personally, sir.
You're welcome.
First of all, I'm a naturopathic doctor, and really what that means is there's all kinds of doctors out there, Tarhaka, in the sense that, I mean, there are what you would call chiropractic doctors, and those doctors, they work on your bones, so to speak. You have what I guess what they would call veterinarians and doctors, and they work on your animals, and you have allopathic doctors. That's the doctors that most people that are listening here go to. They give you pills and potions and slice and dice and irradiation, that type of thing. I'm a natural doctor, naturopathic doctor, or a doctor that I work with herbs and air and water and just the natural things that were put here by the Creator. So that's the real difference. Okay. I'm out here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, and just fired up and excited about possibilities, sir.
I hear you. Okay. Now, I know you said you're going to have to make a brief run and return. So what I would...
that would be for an hour or so. Okay.
Okay. Well, good. Well, what we'll do before we get down into the meat and potatoes of this thing for the next hour, I'm going to have to run a couple of quick commercial breaks. And when we come back, we'll be ready to go back in. But first of all, let me extend some congratulations to you for being on the broadcast. Hold on a second.
Hi, I'm Rashima. Need office space, a business phone system, or a business address for your home-based, mobile, online, expanding, or downsizing business? Go to www.businessfront.space. You can reserve fully furnished private office or meeting space by the hour, utilities and Wi-Fi included. Reserve now at www.businessfront.space. Never miss your mail with our informed delivery service. No matter where you are in the world, sign up for a physical address today at www.businessfront.space.
You don't have to lose your home due to foreclosure. You don't have to worry about child support. You don't have to be in credit card debt. Have no fear. Tarhaka Armana El Bay is here at newdebtelimination.com. Got student loans, child support, mortgages? Contact someone who's got the experience and the knowledge to get you back under God's law. That's Tarhaka Armana El Bay. He's been there, he's done that, and he can prove it. Just give him a call at 904-303-9061. That number again is 904-303-9061. And log on to newdebtelimination.com. That's newdebtelimination.com and get yourself free.
Calling all singers, rappers, musicians, and entertainers. Y'all Heard Radio has radio promotion for you. You heard? Download our app, Y'all Heard Radio. That's YAHHEARD Radio from your Google Play Store today. Y'all Heard Radio provides a commercial platform for independent artists. Tune in our live stream at www.yallheardradio.com and join our international listeners for commercial-free clean music in all genres. Have your music played among the best. Build your fan base, receive licensing and royalty opportunities. For promotion or more information, go to our Contact Us page at www.yallheardradio and create your login credentials for access to log in to sign up. For more information, call 904-900-5517. Y'all heard?
Setting up your trust is one of the greatest financial moves you can ever make for yourself and your family. Learn how to do that by visiting newdebtelimination.com. Our secure party and creditor package is the best, complete with everything you need to know and beyond. Don't hesitate to contact me, Tarhaka Amana El Bay, for more information. 904-303-9061 before 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's newdebtelimination.com. Now it's time to set up your trust. This is for very serious people only. If you're a serious individual, contact me, 904-303-9061, or visit newdebtelimination.com. All right, everybody, we're back. Our special guest is Dr. Nathaniel Chism, and we're talking about making money with CTFO. We're going to get down in the nuts and bolts and wiggle pins of this thing, and we're going to discuss some strategies because we got quite a few people that have signed up for this thing. You got your free website and free back office. Now, you can't beat that, and the only thing that you have to do is share it with other people. It's not a program where you got to go out and try to sell something to somebody, and when you're running people down and all that, we don't do it like that. But anyway, Dr. Chism, you want to tell us a little bit about CTFO and how you got involved with this here, because prior to you coming to me with this, I had no idea it even existed.
Yes, sir. First of all, the company itself, they've been in business now for several years, but the CTF portion has just started. I mean, we are at the, really right at the tip of the spear on that. I have known for many years, being a natural health advocate, I've known for so many years of not only the importance, but just the magnificence of the hemp plant. And, many people equate hemp with marijuana. They have some of the same characteristics. They are in the same family. But they're two different plants. But the United States of America made hemp almost 100 years ago, 75 plus years ago, made it illegal. And they hooked it up with marijuana so that the general population would feel, be real good with that. That's right. It's going to make people, wild and crazy if they smoke that marijuana. And but apparently they didn't care about people drinking alcohol and doing other things. Having, cocaine was huge. You could go to the neighborhood pharmacy and drop a quarter and get some. But the deal is that whoever they are, they knew the therapeutic value of hemp. It's just incredible. And, I've known about it for decades and decades, and it's just been a very sore spot. Well, that's starting to crumble. And so CBD, which is a cannabinoid that is just incredible for what it does for the body. It's totally legal now in all 50 states. And again, we're talking hemp, not marijuana. Even though marijuana has been the number one cash crop ever since I've been, even before, but ever since I've been a kid. And that was a half a century ago plus. And so that was never a problem with the United States. What they didn't want was in the magical powers of CBD. And so I was looking for a good company, and I was looking for a good compensation. And that's how I studied and found the CTFO. And once I got to know the management and the owners, I recognized the integrity of the company, the profitability that people could have, not myself, but even more so, I could introduce it to other people, and everybody could profit, not only physically, but financially. That's my story.
Well, now I had pretty much some of the same thoughts around the same line. I knew about hemp, but I couldn't figure out why was such a wonderful product with all of these thousands of uses ended up being closed down by the United States corporation. And until I was looking at the video after you had told me about this thing, I started doing an investigation on it, and I found the video, and I seen where if they had not closed down hemp and shut that down, then in my opinion, the pharmaceutical industry would never have been born, and they would never be able to peddle the garbage that they're peddling today, which is masquerading as medicine. I mean, you know, they tell you about it on the news and this product and that product and all of these side effects and all of this stuff. You got more side effects than benefits on everything. And then that would also mean that with the use of hemp, the hospitals will be strategy was to outlaw the very plant that hemp could be derived from, make it illegal, you know, and allow you to smoke it to get high and promote the high aspect with the small portion of THC on the leaves and stuff will get you high. And but that with the laws in place, that keeps you from getting large quantities of the stuff and extracting the hemp from it to use it for the proper use. So now what they have done is they passed legislation in Congress to lift the ban on the hemp side of this thing so that people now can get on with using these products that CTFO has brought forth with the oils and stuff derived from the hemp and for the healing purposes, back pain, joint pain, headaches, insomnia. I mean, the list goes on and on and on. And so they have passed it now, and it's all legal now. So now we can not only use these to recommend that everybody get involved with this here, and just if you're opposed to making money, just get your own free website, your own back office, so you can get these products at a wholesale to use, and your family can use to improve your health. If you don't do anything else. But the sales and marketing plan behind this thing is super. It's outstanding, very, very easy. I think in about a week, I have managed to collect about 82 people that has their own free website and their own free back office now, and it's still coming in. It's just that easy. But anyway, I want to get into some of the strategies and stuff, if you don't mind. Dr. Chism, and for the making money. But before I do that, what about the health side? Because you mentioned you and I talked earlier today, and you mentioned the nutritional items that they have. Could you give us a little breakdown on that?
Well,
I know they got the skincare.
Mm-hmm. Oh, correct. And, not only skincare, but they even have weight loss products and nutritional, it's not supplement per se, but that's what it does. They have what you would call meal replacements, which not only is some of the finest nutritional products available in that, but it's also, again, it's a meal replacement. So therefore, you take it. It's very tasty. You're full. You feel full, but you actually are healthier than going out and getting something to eat, and second of all, cheaper than going out and getting something to eat, and then it helps you to lose weight. And it helps you to make money. And if you do it right, it's free.
Now you want to shed some light on that part? I like that word.
Well,
free. That's a magical word.
Yes, I will. I'd be happy to shed some light on that. The whole point is some of the things you said. Some of the questions. I'll wait for you to ask them. But some of those initial questions you had. But one of them you had was creating a market, I believe, or you being able, and it's. You don't have to create or build. You don't really. I guess it was building a group. How do you build a group? And the group is already built. See, that's what's so incredible about this. It's already out there. This product. I'm gonna just we'll probably we got a little time, so I'll probably go over this list several times during this show, but. Just the general well-being that you get for taking the oil. And you're going to hear me say, just take the oil. I'll be saying that because it's the oil. You just take the oil. The general well-being. How many of us, people around us, family members, people at co-work, just wherever, would love to have a general well-being. Well, see, they knew this natural product, all natural product, will give you a general well-being. Now, granted, there's a bunch of companies trying to get in on this, and they're adulterating stuff and giving low quality, if at all, and you have to be careful of the companies and that you're dealing with. But
that's right.
We can talk about that later, but just as I said, the general well-being, that to me is so important. But I mean, such things as acne and motion sickness and diabetes and arthritis and autoism and stress and liver disease and kidney disease and glaucoma, inflammation, and most of the diseases in your body is because of inflammation, depression, obesity, Parkinson's disease, migraines, cancer, anxiety, spinal cord injuries, skin conditions, multiple sclerosis, stress, strokes, PTSD, bipolar. I can just, I'm not going to say them all, but I mean AIDS, any kind of addictions. People are dying every day because they knew what this would do. As you said, the pharmaceutical companies wouldn't even be here. And so that's all planned, and all those over-the-counter medications that people take that most of them don't half work, and when they do, they do so many other things to you years down the line. See, that stuff wouldn't even exist. That those were considered a lot of that stuff. It was considered crank stuff. But when they knocked out the hemp and some other natural items, boom, they were able to bring in all this other stuff. And so the whole thing, Brother Tarhaka, is that a new day is dawning, brother. The revolution has started. People now, I talk about on my calls, the training calls, that people go to school. I think how many years I went to school to become a natural doctor, and then I think about how many more years people go to learn to be allopathic doctors. I mean, I'm not going to even get into all the negativity about that and what happens to those people that do that. But and so that they would have the right to wear that magical white coat that mesmerizes people. You've got high blood pressure, you got sugar, and you boom, you got this, and it now becomes a fact. And so all that stuff, and they go and they make a lot of money. They go to school to make a lot of money to do that. And they see, 50, 60, 70 people a day running them through $200 or $300 a pop. They're making good money. But, and barely see you for 4 or 5 minutes. Bam, 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 bam. But what happens is now you, and when I say you, I'm talking about me, anybody who's listening, don't have to go to school and sit there and become something almost inhuman. You don't have to do that anymore. All you have to do is just get in. Doesn't cost you a dime. And now you can touch people's lives in a positive way, help people out, and whether or not they got schizophrenia, sickle cell anemia, AIDS, mood disorders, migraine headaches, anorexia, whatever, all the stuff that, you think you got to wear a white coat, but you don't. All you have to do is just tell people, take the oil. And if it don't work, the company just gives you all your money back, no questions asked. You just give them the empty container, send that back. And it's as simple as that, brother.
Cannot beat that. I know you mentioned earlier in what you were saying about your conference call, and I have your conference call number and your passcode right here. And if it's all right with you, I'd like to give that out. Now, you host, when do you have your conference calls?
Well, we have the hemponomics. We take the word hemp, and then we take the word economics, kind of like Dr. Claude Anderson's Powernomics is where I stole it from. But we take hemponomics, and we have a morning power call every morning at 11 Central, 9 o'clock Pacific. And we have that. It goes probably maybe 15, 23 minutes, thereabouts, usually. And it's a training call, just call to arms to get your day started. And so that's what it is. And you're most certainly welcome to give those numbers out.
Okay. Now on the East Coast, that'll be 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
That's correct.
Okay. Well, the telephone number to dial in is 712-432-0075. The passcode is 734-819#. Once again, that's 712-432-0075. Passcode 734-819, and press your pound key, and that'll get you into the conference call. That's 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 11 Central, and you say 9 or 9:30 Western.
No, it's
is that correct?
It would be 9 Pacific, 10 o'clock Mountain Standard, 11 o'clock Central, and 12 o'clock Eastern, and that's Monday through Friday.
Okay. Monday through Friday. Okay. All right. Well, now, I'm ready to get into the strategies of the thing and talk about ways that the people will. First of all, I want to tell you how easy it is. Say how easy it is. In my opinion, we're dealing with a situation. Sign up to get your website, free website, and free back office. The next step would be to once you sign up, the second step would be to purchase you some products and use them. Okay? And the reason why is because man is more convinced by the depth of your conviction than he is by the height of your logic. In other words, if you're going to talk to me about something or get me involved in something, I need to know how excited are you about it and why. So if you have signed up, you got your free website, got your free back office, And you've ordered your product, you're using your product, and now you're excited about sharing them, and that's the next step, sharing it with as many people as you can, and to get them to do the same 3-step thing. We're not talking about buying products and running around in the street selling them unless that's something you want to do. Me personally, I'm too busy getting me some hemp to take. Now, I'll be getting some, and I may be giving some to some relatives and stuff like that. But as for right now, I'm too busy having well-being and good health and alertness and life from the products, personal use from the products. And I'm excited about it. It's wonderful. But the money side of this thing. Now, Dr. Chism, I'm going to just flat out ask you, how much money we talking about making with this thing?
First of all, I think that's a fair question, but in order to make it fair, I'm going to have to qualify the answer. And here's what I mean. How much money can you make? I could give kind of a flip answer. Sounds like a salesman coming at you. Oh, you can just make an unlimited amount. Now, in reality, that is the truth, but it is such a pat answer that most people will roll their eye, even though it's the truth. But it's like anything. People will get up, leave their family, or if they're single, they will leave the comfort of their home, and then they will somehow commute, however they go about it, in some of the worst traffic, or if they take public transportation, have to be around some very unpleasant circumstances many times, and they will do that twice a day, and some people have more than one job, and they'll do that, and they'll do it for $10 an hour, $15 an hour, $25 an hour. That's what they think their life is worth. You know, for the people that do it for $100 an hour, well, you know, God bless finding that often. And so, but they do it day in and day out. Some of these jobs, you're lucky if you get any vacation time. I mean, they're doing it day in and day out and barely making enough money to get through the month. And so, but they had to do something to get that barely making it money. And so this business, you have to do something to get some money. Just signing up for free won't get you any money in the strictest sense. You have to do some other things. There are some strategies. We'll talk about those. But what I'm getting at is the more you're willing to do, the more money you make. The less you're willing to do, the less money you make. Now, it's okay. Nobody is going to browbeat you and shame you and try to force you to get in this thing, or if you get in for free, going to try to make you do something. You have to be self-motivated, and most of the time it's not about money. Even though money can be wonderful, most people, they're not that motivated. They're motivated just enough to go to work. And you say, well, there's more to do. You can make some more money. Yeah, I know, but, you know, I got other things to do. They're not that motivated by money. No, I didn't say they'd go to that job for free. They're motivated enough to get whatever what a little check gives them, minus what the company and the government skims off the top. But they work, as I say, most people, they work just hard enough to keep from getting fired. The companies pay you just enough to keep you from quitting. And so that round robin goes all the time. So how much money can you make? As much as you want. It's unlimited, but it is limited by you. I hope that answered the initial part of the question, Brother Tarhaka.
Yes, it did. You put it in a nutshell. I look at it this way, and I've told people over and over and over during my broadcast. When you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and you're ready to get on with doing something with your life, you want to be in business for yourself. And there are rules involved in this particular business. In my opinion, there are just five simple rules that everyone should pay attention to and should follow. Rule number one: use the product. It's just that simple. You use this product here, then you truly have a testimony. The second thing is treat your new CTFO opportunity like a business. Now, if you are using the product, number one, you're going to be convinced because you're in a win-win situation, because if it doesn't work for you, you simply get all of your money back. It's just as simple as that. You're buying this product for your own personal use. That's rule number one. Rule number two: treat your opportunity like a business. Okay? A business owner is going to work 10 times harder for himself than he is working for somebody else. If he got any sense, he would. That's what I would do. Rule number three: write your goals down. You got to have goals. Happiness, true happiness, is possible only when you're in the process of accomplishing a goal. That's the only time true happiness is possible. True happiness is just like Christmas Eve and Christmas Day. You are at the pinnacle of your excitement on Christmas Eve. You can't wait to find out what's inside them boxes and stuff. But as Christmas Day comes, you're still excited. You open up the boxes. You got your skates. You got your new shoes, your new shirts, your new air gun, and you're out there. But after a while, the excitement and stuff go to waning away. So you want to have a Christmas Eve every day and accomplish something every day. So when you write your goals down and think about what it is that you want to accomplish, and you know that this is a numbers game, and the more people you share this opportunity with, and the more people you encourage to purchase the product and use it, the more money they're going to make, therefore the more money you're going to make. Now, if they purchase a product, if Dr. Chism share the opportunity with me, I sign up for my free website and my free back office, and I go and purchase the product and I use the product, he's going to get 20% of what I purchased. And everybody that you sign up, you get the same thing. It's just that simple. 3 steps. Get your free website. Get your free back office. Buy the product and use it. You can't beat that. I can't see no way a person can go wrong. You just have to have total amnesia not to be able to do that. Write your goals down so you can accomplish them. Rule number 4, very, very important. No matter what, never quit. Never quit. If you just keep slinging mud on the wall because somebody got a stick, just keep going, keep doing the same thing. You can set up a situation where if you're on a fixed income or whatever, purchase some products once a month for you, for your own personal use. If you got some people, some friends of yours, that own a store, well, you might want to share it with them so they can carry the product in their store and also use it for their own personal use. But never quit. Just use your mind for your own strategies and stuff and accomplish your goals as you go away. Now, the biggest one of all, in my opinion, this is it right here. You're going to have to define for yourself why you are doing what you're doing. Why are you doing this? Why are you involved with the CTFO business in the first place? Why are you doing it? And when you can answer that question for yourself, then you well on your way, because you only got 5 things to do here, 5 rules. If you got these 5 rules, you can end up with, 600-700 people personally involved with you. Help them get, and they're purchasing the products for themselves, and you're getting 20% of that. So as you can see, the amount of money that you can make with this thing is just like Dr. Chism has just said, is totally unlimited. And we're going to get into some strategies about how you're able to do that because I'm certainly rolling with it. Dr. Chism, now I got a question here. What makes the sales and marketing plan of CTFO so great? And the different levels could you break that down for us? Yeah, go ahead. The different levels and what makes this one so much outstanding, because I've been in Amway, and I thought that Amway was the bomb because they had an outstanding sales and marketing plan. But in my opinion, this one blows them out of the water. It's so simple and so incredible, and it's and the product that is attached to it is outstanding, unbeatable combination. But go ahead.
All righty. There are a lot of companies over the years, and some of them have some really good pay plans. The reason ours is superior to so many of them, if not all of them, is a big chunk of our plan has been patented or copyrighted. Nobody can even do what we can do, the way they built it. They pay out 100% of all commissionable volume. Now, what the commissionable volume means, I'm not going to get too specific here. We have lots of training videos that can really get into it if a person needs that. But commissionable volume, I'm going to try to make it as simple as goes. This is hypothetical, but it'll explain what I mean. Let's say a product has a retail cost of $10. Well, I know that's way too cheap. I'm just trying to make it easy. But let's just say it had a retail of 10. Well, the commissionable volume might be, say, 5 or 6. So, and the difference between, I guess really what I should say is the retail on it might be 15. The wholesale cost, the price we pay, is 10. Let's do it that way. So the retail is $15, $16, whatever. The wholesale price, the price we pay from the company, we pay 10. The commissionable volume, the CV, would be, say, around 5 or 6. Now, the difference between the CV and the wholesale cost is the profitability that the company needs to provide all of those websites, all of that, all the help when, I don't know how many times I called the home office today. I had questions. I think they're starting to know my voice. But it costs money for that, to have all that product and be able to ship it and to have the lights on and pay insurance and taxes and stuff. Well, that's the difference between the wholesale cost and the CV. We get paid commissionable volume. We get paid on the commissionable volume, that $5 or $6. And now what the company does is they pay out 100% down multiple levels. And if you want to find out about those levels, of course, you can go into your back office. You can go into the videos, and they'll break it down. It is phenomenal, and that's, like I said, it's patented. And nobody does it, and nobody's allowed to do it. And the money is incredible. The company is putting in well over 1,000 people a day It's just nobody's doing that. Now, why is that? Well, first of all, CBD, it's not just hot, because in the United Snakes of America, a lot of things are hot for a minute. But this product is magical. This product takes care of everything. Now, every human's different. Don't know how many problems you got, what's some underlying issues, how you damaged yourself when you were 14 years old, 17, and 20. You got a lot of factors you have to take in consideration. How much chemicals or negative stuff you ingested voluntarily, how many things that has been pumped into you involuntarily. So all those things have to be taken in consideration. But whatever you got, we are not by law allowed to say it will cure anything. So we don't cure anything. As a naturopathic doctor, I always told my patients, and I called them really students, I don't cure anything. I help you to help your body. And my motto is, let thy body heal itself. What the oil does is it nourishes the body, nourishes the mind, the nerves, the ganglion, nourishes you. I call it magic, the way it works. It nourishes the body. I got this and this wrong. Take the oil. This and this is wrong with it. Take the oil. And if it don't work, and I already mentioned why, because you could have millions of other things that you could have done to yourself if others could have done to you, it might, then if you don't feel like you're getting good results, you get 60 days to try. Now, in reality, it may take you 6 months or a year because you got so much damage. Then you had high blood pressure for the last 30 years, and you think something's going to fix you in a week and a half. Grow up. Been taking high blood pressure medicine all your life. You've been taking some kind of sugar diabetes medicine for 45 years, and then because the oil don't work in a week or two, well, I guess that stuff don't work. Oh, yeah, I mean, you think of the insanity of saying that. But, people going to do that, so don't get mad at them. But the oil works. It don't cure anything. It helps the body to do what God put in you, to heal itself. But in case it don't work, it don't cost nothing. Just say, here's the bottle. Didn't work. I'm going to go back to eating French fries and taking medications. Well, God bless. Give me my money back, and that's it. Case closed. No questions, no nothing. We don't fight with you. Here's your money. So, what was the question again, Brother Tarhaka?
Well, the question was, what makes the sales and marketing plan of CTFO so great? We're talking about the money now. We're going.
Well, I start to, you go, and next thing I know, I go off to the left field because it's all so interrelated. But the reason the money is good, and then I go off into the left field, is because the oil works. Because you got some kind of fancy band marketing plan, but the stuff ain't no good. It's like a relationship. Yeah, it look good on the surface, but if it ain't no good in reality, then it ain't gonna hold. But because the oil does work, didn't say it cured, but because the oil does work, then the system holds. And because the money, so many people are getting in every day, creating so much volume, and they pay out 100% of that commission. They don't hold back $1 of it. It's all, and the more you are involved in it, then the higher up you go. It starts out as an active, active distributor. Now you can come in for free and just sit around and do nothing, and even contemplate doing something, but say, I ain't gonna buy nothing until I get rich in this thing. Well, I mean, come on, it ain't gonna happen. So you're not active, okay? But once you start, and once you get one person in that goes active, that's just a person that does bare minimum $50 worth of stuff, okay? Then, but once that happens, you become a first level manager. You do it a second, you duplicate that. Just as simple as that. They get in and buy something, okay? I mean, buy a little bit. I mean, not the most cheapest thing in there, but basically almost. You become a second level manager. Then a senior manager. Then the next one, executive manager. That's just 4 folks. Then after that, you go vice president and senior vice president, and on and on. They just start kicking, and the money just starts multiplying. And so, I'll get more specific if as you ask those questions. I don't want to get too complicated and everybody kind of fall asleep. It's just to say that the reason it works is not because it's some fancy dan patented or copyrighted program. I mean, yes, that does. The reason it just so much money, just when you sponsor that third person, even if they do nothing, it goes into what they call the matrix. That's the second way of making money. It's crazy how much money it is. It's unlimited. But every time you sponsor somebody as the third person, they duplicate you. So there's another Tarhaka, another Doc Chism. And then I sponsor another person, even if they don't order nothing. They just signed up for free, did me a favor. The company throws me they duplicate me. It's copyrighted. Nobody can do this. They duplicate, and when I'm duplicated, my first me over in the matrix goes down 21 levels. As soon as I duplicate and they throw that in somewhere, that one goes down 21 levels. And Brother Tarhaka said he got around. What'd you say? 80 people. What'd you say you had?
Well, as of yesterday, I have personally shared the opportunity, and these people, I have 83 people, and they're still coming in because my campaign is still going.
I think half of those are you. Half of them are you. And but you see, but you guys, if you're listening, what Brother Tarhaka said, because they duplicate you, his organization doubled. I know you're not understanding me, because it is so unbelievable what this company does for you. All you have to do is something, and if you do a bunch of somethings, you get a bunch of money. And the reason it goes on month after month is because the people keep using it. You say, well, I haven't got none. Therein lies the problem. I bet you ain't made no money either. You get on auto ship, and oh, by the way, they knock off another 5% off of the wholesale price. And as your organization gets on auto ship, they knock off more money. They say the rich get richer and the poor get poor. That's really the truth.
That's right.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, I'm gonna be quiet for a minute and see if I answer the question yet. If not, I'll polish it up some more, sir.
All right. Well, I'm going to get down into the nuts and bolts and wiggle pins of this thing, and I'm going to give you all some strategy that I've used. And because I only sent out, I only have 38 people that have personally signed up. And as a result of those 38 people, we have numbers reaching 83 and counting. And I'm still trying to increase that number from 38 to 600 to 700, because I ain't playing with this thing. I'm in it to win it. And this is one of the strategies that I use. Those of you who have seen my ad, it simply says this: 100% U.S. grown and processed hemp. underneath that in parentheses, it says, please share this with everyone you know. And then it goes on to state the following. Thought to be among the first cultivated crops in human history, hemp was a staple in America before being federally prohibited. Just long before the cultivation of hemp was criminalized in the United States, the versatile and sustainable crop played a major role in the building of a nation. And underneath that, in all capital letters, it says, click here and join me now for free. And underneath that, it says, visit. You can get your own free main website. And under that, there's a link for a video. And in closing, I'm saying that how you make money with this. And you might want to put some other closing words down there, but you can take the same ad that you receive from me. Those of you who have signed up, you got your free website, which means you got your free web links, you got your free back office link, and the only thing you need is you take this ad, this same ad as it appears, and you take my information out of it and link out of it and put your link in, and you got email contacts, send it to all of your email contacts. Do it on a daily basis. Get it out there. And you can put your photograph down there. The videos will appear down there once you send it, especially if you got a Google account. You can send this same ad out. It's very, very effective. It done the job for me. I'm rolling with this thing. And you can take it and use the same thing. For those of you who are on Facebook and you're friends with me, you see the ad on all my pages and in all my groups. And so you might, for those of you who are just on Facebook messing around, you might want to look at it differently now. Go ahead and get you some pages, get you some groups, go connecting with some friends so you can send them an opportunity. If you got Twitter, if you got Vimeo, if you got Flickr, if you got MySpace, if you got LinkedIn, whatever you got, you can sign into your social networks, copy and paste your ad. Just keep throwing that mud out there, and it'll stick. And the people will come in, and you make sure that you encourage them to do the 3 steps. Sign up, get your main website, your back office, and buy the product and use it. 1, 2, 3. It's just that simple. And you can't beat that with a stick. Now, I have yet to go out and host a meeting anywhere to get these people to sign up. I did in less than 7 days sitting here at a computer. And as a result of doing it that way and following this little strategy alone, the organization is at 83 people and counting. It's just that simple. So you got your ad right there. You can use that. The ad that I've sent you, for those of you who have already signed up, you have my permission to use the same ad. My link's in there. Take them links out of there. Put your link in there and keep it moving. Get your people in there. Make sure that you using the product. Make sure that you encouraging them to use the product as well. Also, another strategy you might want to use is Blog Talk Radio offers you 30 minutes free airtime a week. You can sign up for that. You can host your little 30-minute segment there where you can encourage people to sign up and join your network. You can sign up for that and host your conference call. Dr. Chism hosts a morning conference call 7 days a week where they discuss building this
5
business.
days a week.
If this is your business, 5 days a week, if this is your opportunity, treat it like a business. Get serious with it. You see, you want to work 10 times harder for you than you work for somebody else. Now, once you sign up and you get your free website, you get your free back office, You want to read everything that's connected with your business because it's yours. Go ahead and hook your bank account up to your commissions page so the commissions can come and you can transfer the money straight to your account. It's just that simple. Everything on automatic, in my opinion, everything on automatic pilot. If you know people who own stores, local stores and stuff in your neighborhood, they're surrounded by people who need this product. People in the neighborhood, burstsiders, arthritis, and all that. Tell everybody you know about this thing. And certainly everybody you know that has a computer so you can get them signed up. Those are just a few of the strategies that I've used. And you see me on Facebook putting this stuff out there and posting these ads. And in all my groups and stuff where you can sign up. And for those of you who have already signed up, that's something that you can do right there. You want to use Facebook for something productive instead of just posting photographs and talking about you went out of town this weekend and what you barbecuing on for the 4th and all that. Let's do something else with it. Let's take this tool, this Facebook tool, and use it to post your information out there. Don't stop there. Hit it on Twitter. Go over there, get you a blog post. You got plenty of videos on YouTube. Copy the link. Put it up under your ad. Put it up on your blog post. Put it up on Facebook. Put it up on anywhere you can get. They got a lot of social sites out there that you can join so you can post your video. You see, you got cameras. Instead of taking videos of yourself with a phone riding down the street talking about the fight you and your old man had last night, let's go ahead and do something where we can talk about this opportunity and get that information out there. And then we can go live on Facebook with something to say that's going to benefit you and benefit everybody else. And these are just a few of the strategies that I have. And Dr. William, we are Dr. Chism, we are an hour in. Are you?
I'm still here. Go ahead now. Hello.
I'm here.
Oh, I'm sorry. What was your question?
I say we are an hour in. We've already 1 hour's passed. I know you say you're gonna have to sing in an hour, but if you're not ready to go yet, we can continue until you are ready, and then we can go on. But I just wanted to bring those. I'm showing here.
I got another 20 minutes before I'll get my alarm.
Okay, good. All right. Now, one of the questions is, do you need a website before you get involved with CTFO? And I can answer that for you. No, you don't need a website to do this thing, because the only thing you got to do is give away free stuff. That's what you're doing. You giving people free website, free back office that they can hook to their bank account, and when people purchase products in their network, 20% of that money, the people that you personally sponsor, and then we just talk about the 20% that you personally sponsor. We haven't talked about the other money that comes up from the downline. We ain't talked about that yet. But that money is sitting there waiting for you to transfer to your account. It's just that simple. You can't beat that. And it goes on and on and on and on. And you're doing the sharing an opportunity to give away free stuff and purchasing you some good health product to use for yourself, you, your family, your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, and everybody to maintain optimal health and well-being. So it's an outstanding opportunity all the way around. I can't wait to buy some more to get it up over in here. I ain't even through using what I got. But I need some more, so I can't miss no beats, because I'm on it every day. I take my oils in the morning and in the evening, and I got to look at the other stuff that I'm doing because I'm going to go on to do some videos, and I want to share those. And, of course, this broadcast is going to be converted and put it up on YouTube. You can do all that. Get that out there. And so we got a whole new audience listen to the broadcast, and they'll be able to get involved with this thing as well. Now, y'all got a ton of emails that you're sitting on. Just take that ad and send it to these people. And, you know, it just says if your name is Sharon, Sharon on a brand new business opportunity just for you. And put that ad up in there. Put a picture of yourself, or put a photograph of something down up in there, so they'll know exactly who you are, and what team member they involved with, and all this good stuff. And you want to tune into the conference call that Dr. Chism is hosting every day. You can do that, and you can send an email to your folks to get in there. And we're going to give out the call-in number and PIN number again before the broadcast is over. But you can do that. And these are the strategies that, some of the strategies that I'm using here now. I haven't really gotten out of here and started hammering some more stuff, because I'm looking to get 5, 6, 7, 800 people personally responsible. This is just my personal goal. This is what I got wrote down on the paper. Now, your goal might be different. You know, I started out doing a little bit at a time, and that's what you want to do. But as you accomplish one goal, you go to the next goal. You don't never be without a goal. You keep the goals, keep this thing going, and treat your opportunity like a network. Now, Dr. Chism, you want to give them some of your strategies?
Sure, I'd love to. You know, first of all, I mean, you laid it out there, brother, and I just want to commend you for that. You know, I tend to try to be a little, I guess, laid back or reserved, because I could really just get to talking. My mama used to tell me, boy, slow down. Slow down. She'd always be, boy, slow down. and so I try to be more precise in my speaking and not be talking. I am fired up. I may not sound like it. I hope I do, but I could be going, because what we have here is unbelievable. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Well, I don't say nothing but the truth, but that's a fact. But I'm gonna tell you something I don't tell many people, and I'm just between you and me, Brother Tarhaka. But my wife made the transition. And the reason why is because I didn't have this oil. It was illegal. It wasn't known. And just when I started to get to understand it, she went to the other side. And it breaks my heart. And I said that I'm not going to ever, I said there's going to be some point in time, and I'm never going to let that happen, that somebody else has to go through what I had to go through, because somebody that they cared about deeply, because of this country and what it's done to people. And it you'll have to excuse me, because I get kind of emotional, because this is real with me. And this oil, it changes people's lives. And this country didn't care about, you know, how many millions and millions and millions of people are dead because of what this country has done. And billions across the world, because they stepped into other countries and told them, if you don't do what we say, we're going to not send you some money. We're going to put sanctions. And the families that have been destroyed, and the communities, and in this country, all the brothers that has gone to jail. It's insane. And it makes me sad. But we can't talk about spilled milk. It's 8/7/2018, 7:10 p.m. Central Standard Time. It's a new day and a new time. And we have in our hands, we have the change, the medicine that God, the real medicine, not a bunch of chemical cocktail poisons. We have the medicine that God put on this planet for us to keep us intact. And you got it in your hands for free. We talk about strategies. Folks, this is not in my thinking. This is nothing that I go begging other people to get in. You know, I'm trying to get my cousin in, and I'm just going to, my friend, I'm just going to browbeat them and just keep hounding them and them get mad at you. No, please don't. That's my strategy. That's part of my strategy. Don't hound people. Now, there's a lot of different ways to go about introducing somebody to something. You have heard Brother Tarhaka talk about the website and the back office. But to me, the most important is that second website that you get. And that is called your free sign-up page. That's a separate site. On it, if you read it, it's got the basics of CDB and some of the things. It's got a couple of videos you can click on. And man, once I start seeing the power of that page, it's a page, but it's got so much power in it. Because people busy and their minds are scattered, and they're the Sesame Street generation, and they just can't think more past 2 or 3 seconds. And so I got this one page that if they really got to have it, there's information all there and videos. But for the most part, if you approach them right, from my point of view, I just say, hey, I'm going to send you this free sign-up page, and let them go ahead and click it and be free. If they want more information, I can send them a website. I can send them my website. I can go ahead and send them videos. I'll tap in, and I got the information, but I'm trying to keep them from getting confused. Confuse me with the facts. I'm trying to keep it simple. And so, what we found is that people want to know 3 things. What kind of business is it? How much money can they make? And what do they have to do to earn it, that money? That's all they other than that, and we found also that the more you say, the more they won't get in. You'll just talk them right out the business. Yeah, I understand you're a lesbian and you just, but for the most part, the more you say, because all they really want to know is what kind of business is it. What do I say? I'm in the health, wellness, and pain management business. See, I cover just about everything I want to get into because most people in pain, they know people in pain. So, I'm in the health business, the wellness business. So, hey, what's it all about? Well, I'm in the health. I'm in the health business. I'm in the health and also pain management. But depending, I'm just me. I'm just kind of taking it easy. I'm not trying to sound all professional. Health, wellness, pain management. Sometimes I just say natural health, pain management. It just depends. And I say, if you want to earn couple thousand a month, I know they can make a whole lot more. They can make less depending on their activity, but I just say, hey, if you want to make an extra couple thousand a month, all you have to do, because they want to know what do they have to do. So very quickly, so all you have to do, and the first thing I say is, don't change. See, people hate change. And when they get in all these businesses and everything they good, the first thing people tell me, hey, you got to change your habits, you got to do this, you got to come to meetings, you got to rah. And, people just looking for a reason to say no. First thing I say is all you have to do, first thing is to earn this $2,000 a month is don't change. Just keep on doing what you always do. Recommend a good movie, a good restaurant. You tell some people where you think, hey, I think a good place to go worship at. It's just, that mall over there is a good mall. Your car won't get broke into. Just things that you always say. Man, that place got the best cheesecake. See, you're already doing that. It's just you're not getting paid for it. In this business, you get paid. So in essence, what I do very quickly is, hey, I'm in the health and wellness business, health, wellness, as well as pain management business. And if you'd like to make an extra couple grand a month, all you have to do, the first thing is don't change. Just keep on doing what you always do. And the next thing you do is you're going to find 5 people out there that want to pick up a couple of extra $1,000 a month too. We got what we call a special program. It's called the EM1 program. Just get on that, and we can explain it to you later if you want to know about it. But all you do is find those 5, help them find 5, and help them duplicate the same thing. Once you got down 3 levels, you're making a couple grand a month. And that's it. That's all there is to it. What do you think? I want to know what they think. Well, what do you think? That takes about 50, 57, 62 seconds when you do it like that. Once you practice a few times, boom, and it's done. All done. And then when they say, nope, I'm not interested in no extra money. Okay, whatever you were talking about. Well, let's go get a piece of cheesecake. You're still friends. They're still friends. They're not mad at you. You're not mad at them. All you doing is fishing. You're fishing. You're basically looking for who's looking. If a person's not looking, you're not being mad at them. You come back and make a customer out of them later on. We'll teach you how to do that. It's simple, real super simple. If they have any decide. Matter of fact, I give out samples. We got a special way that we give out samples, the oil samples, and let them try it. It's a tax write-off, and not only that, might do some good. And not only that, usually you get a nice group of customers out of it, and what they're gonna do? They're gonna get in anyways because they want to buy wholesale, and so they're in anyways. Yep, it's just that simple. Brother Tarhaka, there you go.
All right. Well, you can't beat that. I'm glad you put that for one out there. We are talking about strategies now of how to do this thing, and I want to point out first of all, because quite a few of us do have our own website prior to even being introduced to this, and some of us have websites that we have created on our own, and some of us who have purchased websites from other companies where they have products that they already have or things that they're already involved in. And so I want to stress that if you have a website that you've gotten from a company, you want to call the technicians and have them install your ad and your video into your page, and so that you can continue to do what you've been doing. You don't want to change. You want to drive that traffic to that website and have that information there. If you go to my website at newdeadelimination.com, right there on the home page, right up around the top of the page, you'll see my links to click on to join the CTFO, get your free website and back office, and right underneath that is the first video. It's the history of the hemp. You want to, for those of you who want to see how that's installed and how it's wrote up, the font size and all of that. And up top, there's a button that says custom page, the custom page. Click on that link, and then on that page, the heading says how to make money with your new CTFO business, where we have testimonies from doctors and stuff, and we're going to run a little bit of this here this evening. And also, we have 3 videos there. Rum Brother, and we have the actual sales and marketing plan, so you can see how the money part of this thing works. That video is there. Just click on the button up top at newdataelimination.com, and on the custom page button, it's all the way over to the left. Just click on the face of that button, and that'll take you where you can actually see the money. You can see a testimonial by this brother with the use of the product, and you can also see testimonials from doctors. Now, Dr. Chism is gone for a few now, and when he comes back in, but in the meantime, what I'm going to do is I'm going to let's see what these doctors got to say about this thing. So if you all will hold on for a moment, and we're going to run a little quick plug, and we'll be right back. So y'all just keep seated and pay attention.
Hello, my name is Dr. David Allen. I'm a retired cardiac surgeon and a member of the International Cannabinoid Research Society, ICRS. That means I'm a cannabinoid research scientist. And I'm here to tell you about the discovery of the endocannabinoid system, the ECS, and the significance and how it will change medicine. And we discovered the endocannabinoid system about 30 years ago, and we really didn't understand the significance of its discovery. And so we found out that this is a chemical communication that your body has. It's not electrical, it's chemical, and it's kind of like the hormone systems that people are familiar with. And your body makes these cannabinoids. They're endogenous, so they're endocannabinoids, and they perform some miraculous functions in the body. And we're just learning the significance of these functions. And basically, the endocannabinoid system is responsible for homeostasis. Most people don't understand what that really means, but it's the body's ability to maintain itself and function in the proper environment. And so it's critically important that doctors in the future understand this control mechanism. And we're finding out that that manipulation of this endocannabinoid system will control diabetes. It controls cancer. It controls whether you can survive a heart attack or stroke. And so this is critically important for doctors to understand this new science. And the discovery of the endocannabinoid system is the single most important medical scientific discovery ever, and will save more lives than the discovery and application of sterile surgical technique. And I'm a heart surgeon saying that. So more people will be saved by manipulation of the endocannabinoid system than are currently saved by surgery.
But recent research has been looking at cannabis and the different cannabinoids. There's over 80 plus cannabinoids discovered in the cannabis plant. The second most dominant one besides THC is cannabidiol, or CBD. Okay. And the research now is over 1,200 peer-reviewed journals on CBD. It's probably the most exciting and researched ingredient or substance right now around the world. Mm-hmm. It doesn't have the psychoactive or high that is associated with THC, but it has a tremendous amount of other benefits, including research shows anti-seizure, anti-epileptic, which is why it's gotten a lot of popularity. We deal a lot with children with seizure disorders, and they're getting benefits from this plant in a safe, non-toxic way versus all these drugs that typically don't work. Mm-hmm. And There's neuroprotective benefits, so you see a lot with concussions in the NFL. There's a lot of research being done now with chronic traumatic encephalopathy or chronically banging your head a lot. There's anti-anxiety, which is really important. It's the anti-THC of sorts. It calms you down. It helps you manage stress better, which is how I look at it. It's much more as a preventative or daily use substance than just treating disease states. And there's immune support. There's it's a huge antioxidant. There's just a tremendous. It's easier sometimes to talk about what it doesn't do than what it does.
Dr. Alan Shackelford is a Harvard-trained physician. He's also among a handful of doctors in Colorado who give prescriptions for medical marijuana. From the moment Charlotte entered his office, he knew she was in trouble. While he was just examining her, she had 2 seizures.
She'd failed everything. There were no more options for her. Everything had been tried, except cannabis.
Here's how scientists think it might work. Marijuana is made up of 2 ingredients. THC, that's the psychoactive part that makes you high, and CBD, also called cannabidiol. It's the CBD that scientists think modulates electrical and chemical activity to help quiet the excessive activity in the brain that causes seizures.
I've been telling my patients to cut.
Dr. Julie Holland is the editor of the Pot Book, a complete guide to cannabis.
For a long time, the work on cannabis and epilepsy was sort of inconclusive. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. They couldn't quite figure it out. And it's only when they really started separating THC from CBD that they saw, definitively, yes, CBD seems to really stop seizures.
So in the 1930s, they made tinctures. What were they making the tinctures for, and why were they doing these tinctures?
Well, I mean, the medicinal uses of hemp are just numerous. The hemp helps, we can talk about the cancer effects of hemp, but it helps with inflammation. It's very anti-inflammatory. It helps with seizures. It's very effective with PTSD for the vets that are coming back that have post-traumatic traumatic stress disorder. Mm-hmm. Very effective at treating that. It's an anti-inflammatory, but then the uses of hemp for cancer, what I've studied, because of my book, Cancer Step Outside the Box, and the number of cancers, there's about a dozen different cancers that have been studied in depth with medicinal marijuana, with hemp. And so the studies, from brain cancer to prostate cancer to pancreatic cancer, uterine cancer, cervical cancer, prostate cancer, it's amazing.
Okay, so what is in hemp that it's this THC, correct?
Well, there's chemicals that are called cannabinoids.
Right.
THC is short for delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol.
I'm glad you said it because I couldn't.
That's the only time I'll get it right. I'm glad I got it right. So that's the one, THC is the one cannabinoid that everyone's familiar with. That's the one that's psychoactive, and that's the one that gets you high if you smoke it.
Okay.
But there's other cannabinoids. One is called CBD, cannabidiol, and it's very medicinally used. There's no psychoactive component of CBD.
So what do? Extract these? They make tinctures, or you can make tea out of?
You can make tea. You can eat it. It's a great superfood. You're into raw. A lot of people use raw hemp in their superfood.
Well, do you get high off of hemp if you eat it as a superfood?
No. Well,
or just the seeds?
You've got to heat the THC to make it become psychoactive. So people that eat the plant, they put in a smoothie. There's super green smoothies.
Right.
You're not going to get high off of that because you didn't superheat it.
But is it then, if you put it in a smoothie like that, is it good prevention to cancer?
It is. It's very well. It's got a perfect ratio of omega-3 to 6 fatty acids. It's got more GLA, gamma-linolenic acid, than any other plant. So it's got some really great fats. You're well aware of the importance of good fats in your diet.
Yeah.
So hemp it's a perfect superfood to eat, but it's also medicinal.
I just never understood why hemp had gotten such a bad rap, and now I understand that it was really politically motivated by somebody who owned basically trees and didn't want to be in competition with the hemp to make paper. And yet, throughout the years after that, so many people suffered because of that.
Yeah.
So I guess it's actually a good thing that people are coming around a little bit.
It is. I'm really encouraged about the different legislation in different states that are trying to legalize medicinal hemp, because of the fact that it is so good. It's not just a superfood. It's not just great for industrial uses, as we've mentioned, but it's a really good medicine.
Thank you so much for coming on, Ty. I really appreciate you being here.
Thank you.
All right, we back. Okay, now we're talking about strategies for making money with this thing as well, and I want to give you all some more pointers. First of all, for those of you who are going to use the ad that I mentioned earlier in the broadcast, when it comes to Facebook, you cannot just take that ad and put it up there and try to boost it or promote it. They're gonna block you for doing that, because they have not come to a conclusion about the fact that we're talking about CBD or hemp oil. We're not talking about running around getting high, but by extracting from this particular plant, they want to try to concentrate on the negative ramifications. So what I do in order to get around that is I take my ad and I post it on my page and I post it in my groups, okay? And then I promote the page. I promote the group and not the ad. The ad is on the page. The only thing that I want is for you to. I don't want to deal with starting a campaign on clicking on likes. Inviting friends to your page. That's super fantastic. But you want to run an ad. You can run an ad whereby you can promote that a particular portion of your page in order to get traffic to that page that contains your link to your regular website. If they're able there to click on that and see it there, if you got the ad, they're able to click directly on to get the free website and sign up and do it that way. So we want to promote. If you create a budget, if you're doing the boosting and you want to boost the page, okay, instead of the ad. You know, you do up the ad and stuff. They're gonna and put a picture on that, then they video on that. They're gonna kick that back, say that's not approved. You know, it goes against our policy. So, but your site, your page, or your group, that's a whole different ballgame. So that's the route to go with that. Also, for those of you who are on Google Hangouts, if you have a Google Hangout, put your ad down in the Google Hangout. Make sure you introduce yourself, and you can start up a conversation on that thing. You can take that ad and put it down in there and drive that traffic down in the Google Hangouts, okay? Now, this is what I personally do on a daily basis to accomplish my goal. I determine for myself how many people I'm going to expose this opportunity to in any given day. I'm going to send out an average from 10 to 15 to 20 emails with that ad, that same ad running in with a direct link. So just click on it. I'm just giving away free stuff. And after I do that, I'll come back another 15, 20 minutes to an hour later, and I'll send out 10 or 15 more to a whole new group of people. And then I'll come back a little bit later on, send it out 10 or 15 more to a whole new group of people. And just keep on doing it and treating it like it is a business. Then I'll go over there to Facebook and do my thing. Then I'll go over there to LinkedIn and do my thing. And then I'll do that until it's time to set up my radio broadcast and stuff. And then I'll go over there, and of course I haven't made any commercials for this yet, but I'm going to make some, so I'm able to run those commercials on the Blog Talk Show. Don't forget that Blog Talk gives you an opportunity to host your own show for free. You get 30 minutes a week for free. You can do a lot of damage in 30 minutes with a free Blog Talk. And I recommend those of you who would like to have your own Blog Talk show so you can promote your business, to start off with the free thing so you get accustomed to using the switchboard, get accustomed to talking to people until you are able to graduate from the free 30-minute thing a week and to go up and get you a 2-hour or 3-hour broadcast. You know, that's an excellent idea. You can upload your stuff to your switchboard, the doctors and stuff that we're listening to, the music, the commercials, all of this stuff. I upload it to my switchboard, and I'm able to use it because I've been at this for a while, and it's not something that you can't do. You can do the same identical thing. But start off for free, get all your practice in, and after you get your practice in, then you're able to go up and get you, a little 2-hour broadcast, or get you a 3-hour broadcast, and you can run your broadcast 7 days a week, 30 days a month. It's totally left up to you. I've been doing it so long, I'm personally down to one show a month. Because I'm moving on, and it's an excellent tool, and I still use it. And but today we want to introduce a brand new opportunity for those of you who are looking for a business. You've been calling me on the telephone all the time. You ask me, telling me you're looking for a business opportunity. So here I am presenting this to you here this evening. Okay, our guest has not returned. He's going to be coming back because he has to do a little speaking on a little conference. So let's listen to another doctor. Hold your hat, doctor number 2. Let's see what you got.
Dr. John Hicks. I'm from Los Gatos, California. Focusing lately has been on CBD, cannabidiol. And I got interested in that because I had several young patients with seizures that were out of control. They were on multiple medications, and they could hardly function. They couldn't even stay awake during the day. They had to drop out of school. So what I was looking for is, are there some other answers? Is there another way to do this without creating those issues and problems? And that's really where CBD starts to fill in a void. And it's working by stabilizing the neurons so they're less likely to keep firing. So it stabilizes the intracellular calcium, it works with the adenosine 2A receptors, it works with the 5-HT1 receptors, and it's just rebalancing and remodulating the whole system itself. With CBD, since it's the non-psychotropic side of the hemp or marijuana, it doesn't have the psychoactive activity, so it's not affecting CB1 receptors. It has been tested up to 700 milligrams a day, and really no side effects were noted at all. So its margin of safety is great. And you don't have the cannabinoid receptors around the cardiovascular and respiratory centers in the brainstem. So you don't get those side effects, and typically the most common thing is the more you get, you may get tired and you may get the munchies. Well, the uses are very broad because you look at it as a preventative. So it can prevent inflammation from starting. It helps to remodulate your immune system. So in that, then the next piece of that is decreasing inflammation, and it's neuroprotectant. It decreases inflammation. It prevents ischemic injury, and can be used after a stroke up to 6 hours, and it will start to decrease the amount of damage that was done and the progression of the damage. Then it's great for anxiety. It's anxiolytic at low doses. So that effect is through the limbic system and affecting the amygdala and hippocampus and prefrontal cortex. So it can allow the extinguishing of fear. So it can be used with post-traumatic stress disorder, panic disorders, those types of things. Then it can be used for gut inflammation because it does that on 2 sides. It affects the microglial cells in the neuroimmune system, and it topically decreases inflammation. So when you're looking at something like ulcerative colitis or Crohn's, any of those, it can help decrease that inflammation and increase the healing speed. It helps to disinhibit, and I think that's really the piece, and that's the whole limbic system piece, because that's sort of where we tie emotion to things. And if it reduces the stress of the moment and allows you to enjoy that moment more, then you're going to feel better about it and your participation will be enhanced. Looking at CBD, both that and THC will affect the amygdala and help modulate the sensory input. CBD is more specific for sensory input and the emotional pieces. Releasing energy is more the CB1 THC piece for that. actually, there have been some studies done with smoking it, and it really doesn't create the lung issues that smoking cigarettes did. And actually, they showed that for risk of lung cancer, those who had smoked marijuana versus those who had not smoked, the marijuana smokers had a lower incidence of lung cancer than did people who didn't smoke at all, because it's really relieving bronchospasm, and then it's providing large amounts of antioxidants. So delivery systems, it's really going to depend on what the person's comfortable with. The CBD mainly is oils or liquids or capsules, so you're not going to be smoking that, although you can use a vape pipe and it can be aerosolized, so you could use that. Well, I think when you look at what are the pieces that will make me as healthy as I can be. So to me, adding CBD is really a beneficial piece. I mean, vitamins and minerals, we all sort of know, yes, we do that. A lot has to do with what we eat and when we eat, and are we getting good probiotics. I mean, there's a lot of pieces to this. But I think CBD, because it potentially prevents so many problems, that adding that in a very small amount, you don't need a lot. 4, 5, 6 milligrams a day can be enough as a preventative to really help. So you can get topical products with this, creams, lotions, there's shampoos, conditioners, there's all kinds of applications that, since you absorb it transdermally, you're going to get small amounts through that. And we don't really get much of that in our normal diet. So when you look at, okay, it's neuroprotective, it's anti-inflammatory, it modulates your immune system, it protects your gut, it protects your heart muscle, it increases cell energy, it helps you recover after exercise. So for athletes, it can be a big deal because it can increase your performance and your body's capability to perform.
All right, everybody, we're back. It appears that caller 918 is here. I'm going to open up the phone line. Area code.
How you doing, brother?
You back. I'm doing super fantastic. We just got some testimony from these doctors, and we're holding, waiting on you to get back so we can continue. I was giving them some more pointers about different things that they can do to promote their business and stuff, because we were talking about the money. And but now I want to go over to the section. We're going to come back and talk about some more strategies and stuff. But let's talk about the tricks of the trade. And if you would go over again and give us that call number and PIN again for the new people, because we got new people coming in. And I know we said it at the early at the top of the broadcast, but could you give us that before we go down into tricks of the trade?
Yes, sir. We have Monday through Friday, 5 days a week. We have a conference. It's called the Hemponomics Morning Power Call every morning, Monday through Friday. And what we do is we do training to sharpen you up and give you some motivating tips and things to get out there during the day. That number is area code 712-712, and the number itself is 432-0075, 0075, and then the passcode is 734-819, and then the pound key.
Okay, that's fantastic. Now, the tricks of the trade, and I had a gentleman call me the other day. He was so excited. He had signed up and stuff, and he said, "Man, I've been looking for something like this. I've been looking. And he says he has a flea market booth, and he says that he's going to purchase a pretty big load of product, and he's going to wait till he get quite a bit of it to put out there on the on his table so he can start promoting it because he did an investigation on the company. He found out the company is number one. It's grade A. The opportunity is brand new. They estimate within the next 3 years it's $1 billion corporation. That's incredible. And but it's easy based on what I'm looking at. It's pretty much easy because this is the best sales and marketing thing that I've ever seen. I mean, it's when we had Amway, I thought Amway was the bomb, and then I noticed, and this is going to happen this way too. A lot of other little companies will spring up, like we had Melaleuca that came out, and all this, and with this thing. But this thing here, this company here, CTFO, they're dealing with the grade A concept of this thing, totally organic, cold press, the whole ball of wax. And when they release this information, they got all your flyers, all your banners, they got everything that you need to run a totally professional operation. And then, of course, I'm pretty sure that Dr. Chism, don't they have like meetings and stuff? If someone want to go out of town to a rally or something, don't they have that available as well? If someone wants to do that.
Now, don't they have a what? I didn't hear that word to go to a rally. What did you specifically say?
Don't they have like big meetings and stuff?
Okay, a conference. Okay, yeah. They've got that. They've got the national conference in Las Vegas. The end of September. I don't have the exact date right in front of me, but the end of September coming up, just coming up. And I'm most definitely suggesting the tickets are, I think they're $65. Most places have conferences, they charge $200-300 for tickets. This
right.
$65. They'll go up at the end of this month, but they're 60, 65, or 69 either way. But either way, you want to take advantage of that. I think the prices are real good if you have to fly out on Southwestern's got those $69, $79 flights each way, if you get ahead of time. And so I really recommend it. Oh, by the way, rich people don't take vacations. They take business trips. And so, you have to start thinking like a business person. And, and the whole point that you already mentioned that earlier on the show, is that, people to treat this like a business. And we have to be very careful and not in what we're talking about when we're speaking about money and what we're talking about what the oil will do for people. And so we have to be cautious, not because what we were saying are incorrectly, but there are so many social justice warriors and cucks out there that they're always looking for something to trip somebody up. So we have to be cautious. But the fact of the matter is, the income possibilities are totally unlimited. That's a fact. What the oil, I call it the magical oil, what it can do for people and for you and for yours and your relatives is miracles. And if it don't, if I'm just shucking and jiving, it's free. It doesn't cost anything. It's like a free sample. And so this company stands behind, they put their money where their mouth is. And you have an opportunity to really help people. But you have to think like a business person. You talked about somebody talking about flea markets or being able to go out. So, yes, you can go into your back office. You can go under your different marketing materials. And as you already said, Brother Tarhaka, you're a consummate professional. The banners and the things to put on the table to make your table and the prices are fantastic. But to make you look professional, not some jerry rigged with the sheets old bedspreads or stuff like that, and you trying to put I'm talking about so you can look top first class, and all you have to do is be first class, and all of a sudden people will treat you first class. When you treat this business, when you're out sponsoring people, And I don't even like the word sponsor that much anymore. I just register people, let them register. I register people. But when you're out putting people in the business, allowing them to join, if you treat it like the professional business that it really is, and not some little mamby-pamby, momby-poppy thingy that you just got in, kind of doing part-time, seeing it for work, just checking it out, because that's the way people are treated. But if you treat it like you're interviewing people, you're looking for the very best, because you are looking for the very finest. Because when you get the very finest, then that's your business is going to boom. Not if you just got some people just, they just signed up before they go out and go buy a pork chop sandwich. I mean, you're looking for people, and if you treat it that way, that's the way the people are going to look at you. They're going to see you as a professional business person, because that's you. Do you understand? This is going to be a multi-trillion-dollar business here shortly. I mean, and you're getting in on the ground floor. Well, I ain't never been nothing, ain't never done nothing. I don't win. Everything I do turns to dirt. Blah blah. Well, then that's the way it's going to be. But if you understand that you've been truly blessed to get in on something right at the very right time, and it is a positive thing that's going to, for the good, going to change people's lives. It's going to get them healthy, keep families together, get their finances together, keep marriages from breaking up. And you got that in your hands, and it was free to get in it. That's why I wished it cost $10,000 to get in this business, because then only serious people would get in it, and then they would treat it like the serious business that it really is. Something where I just signed up for free, and it's I'm gonna go out and get me some French fries now. I'm telling you, if you treat it like the huge, tremendous business that you have in your hands, if you haven't signed up yet, go in there, click that free, get that your person who invited you on this radio show or has invited you, yet they have a free FREE sign up page. Just click the button, do a few clicks, boop, 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 boom. You get a free website, like Brother Tarhaka says, and then you get that free sign up page, like I talk about, and you get that free back office. And no secrets. A lot of times some people try to trick you and then charge you for some expensive back office. It's free too. Folks, I'm telling you, you made it. Sometimes you be praying, just, oh Father, please give me if you let me just give me a chance, just do it for me this time, whatever. This is it. This is it. You've been praying. Somebody's been praying for you. This is it. You found it. Now act like it. Start walking around. I don't care if you're an office person, if you work at the Burger King, if you've been unemployed for the last 3 years, if you're retired and you haven't been on a job in 10 years, I don't care. You are in a multi-billion-dollar industry and going to become a multi-trillion-dollar business. And you got in at the beginning. And you can do so much good. You know what they say, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. You get to be part of the solution. Whatever community you live in, you can now bring that community up. No, everybody's not going to join you. That don't matter. You're just looking for the ones that will. And you want to get through them as fast as possible. And part of that is, just like Brother Tarhaka's doing, you move through them quickly. You can do it verbally. You can do it over the computer. It doesn't matter how you do it. But you do not need to waste your precious time or their precious time. In and out. Yay or nay. Boom. Next. The ones that are supposed to be with you are going to be with you. The ones that ain't supposed to be with you, it doesn't matter what you say, they're not. So don't even waste your time. You're just looking for the ones that were supposed to be with you. But the ones that are supposed to be with you, now listen. You will attract that which you are alike. Birds of a feather flock together. And so if you just sign up for free and, well, maybe I'll see what happens, well, that's what you will attract. But if you in this thing for real, you in it to win it, boom, man, you walking and talking and dressing like you a business person. I used to say businessman, but I got to change that now and say business person. So if you walking and talking like you a business person, like I said, it don't matter what you do, your day job or night job. It don't matter what that is. That's just a temporary condition. That's just the thing, and you want to keep your regular job. That keeps the victuals, the table, allow you to buy a little bit of extra oil, keep some gas in your car, and if you ain't got a car, keep the electricity on, whatever, because you ain't got the electricity on, water, then you're going to have a bad attitude that's going to show up, and you ain't going to make this business work. You keep that job. Is the thing that's going to propel you so that you can build your business. See, whole new attitude. So you go to work there smiling. I wonder what's she smiling for? you just look at them, but in your mind it's like, I'm just here. I'm doing this thing. I'm doing this so I can build my business. See, they wonder why you all happy now. Before you know it, you be getting a promotion. But remember, a slave is still a slave. So I'm just saying, get your attitude right, know what you got, start acting like that, and those kind of people will be attracted to you. Get on auto ship, and then as soon as those people, the ones that are really going to do it with you, they'll immediately get on auto ship make sure you're doing 50 CV points. You get whatever products you want, but at least 50 CDs, that's commissionable volume, and then they'll get it. You're going to get people in that don't get on auto ship. You're going to have people that don't do nothing. Some may do something later. Some may get in and be in for a year and a half before they do anything. They'll be watching you. It's all right. You don't be sitting up begging them and waiting for them. You just do all the things you need to do. I'm gonna go EM, executive manager +1, EM1, get me 5 series. I'm going to get me 5 players and help them get 5 players and help them. I'm going to be making $2,000 a month, and then that thing will kick in. I'm going to go vice president, and next thing I know, I'm going to go executive vice president. I'm going to make $10,000, $15,000+ every month, all because I'm finding people and teaching other people to find people who will go EM1. That's the bare basics, just keeping it simple. Ain't nobody got to go out and try to be Starship Commander. All you got to do is just go EM1. You tie in. If you had paid $10,000 to be in this business, you'd be on talking to the home office, plugging in, being with the right people, the wrong people. I ain't hanging with no wrong people. I ain't got time. I got to build a business. But see, people don't have nothing invested. It'd be like, well, got my same old Bubba friends and whatever, and they talking negative, and you getting negative, and nothing's happening. Nothing times nothing equal nothing. But when you treat this for real, huge, because that's what it is, and you treat it like that, it will turn around and pay you like that. Brother Tarhaka?
All right. Well said, my brother. I got 2 more things. I gotta tell you this. First of all, for those of you who have questions or comments, the number to dial in is 310-982-4184. That's 310-982-4184. Press 1 on your phone. That'll give me an indication that you have something to say. But I was just hit on Facebook by a young man. His name is Jelks. The brother lives in Canada. and he says, man, the lotion. No, first of all, he says, I'm in Canada and I want to join. And I said, click on the ad, get your free websites and back office. Click here and join me now. So that's the ad there. And he said, okay, man, the lotion took away my elbow pain right away. I said, fantastic. He just come back and said, I just joined. And I said, okay, so we up to number, I called out, I told y'all earlier it was 83. Now we up to 86. So we just picked that up, and this thing is on automatic pilot and steady running. Now, I want to give you this information, and this is right here on your on your page when you sign up. It says upcoming webinar meetings, and that's held every Tuesday for a live conference call from 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to 9. Call number is 319-527-9699. That's 319-527-9699. And that's every Tuesday night at 6 p.m. until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So you can go over there and get up in there and get you learn some more about this stuff so that you can get this stuff here done. Okay? Now, let me go back over here. Now, I see area code 403 is on the line. I'm going to open up the line. Dr. Chism will let him in and see what we got to say. Area code 403. Tell us who you are, where you're calling from, and what's your question or comment. You are on the air.
How you doing, Tarhaka? How you doing, Doctor?
Beautiful.
I'm doing
Can you hear me?
Yes,
okay,
sir.
Tarhaka, this is Gerald. This is the guy in Canada. So not only did I join, I'm also calling you. So
okay,
so
all right, bro.
I'm looking at my computer, and I'm looking at your name right now. When he told me, I said, "Let me check and see who's Canada." Hi, welcome, Canuck. There you go.
Well, listen, check this out. This is what I got to say to you guys. Now, listen to this. My girl's brother he's a weightlifter. He has his own gym. Now, I got the lotion and the drops from him. Guess what? Canada cannot promote it nor sell it. It's almost against the law. You have to promote it as a nutrition. But see, I get it. I'm an older brother, so I get it. Let's just say globally. Globally, they can't make money with people being healthy. They must make money with people being sick. I get it. Okay. So I was trying to find a way, like, how can I promote this and try to make some money? And lo and behold, I go on the internet last night because I'm always tagged into Hawker's things, wherever he promoting. And when I saw it, my eyes just got big. I thought the show was on last night. And I said, well, I can't miss it tonight. And then I catch you guys. It's on. All I have to say is, if anybody's listening, this is the only way we're going to get it now, because as I think I've heard somebody saying, there's only going to be 2 jobs in America in the future. One is going to be government, one is going to be healthcare, because the food is going to begin to start hurting people's immune system and getting them. So I hope if anybody's just passing by our radio and decide, well, let me listen, I'm telling you, on ground floor, please open up your mind and open up your ears. I just wish 10 years ago that I would have clicked in on Bitcoin. It was right in my face. Child support had me looking the other way, and I had the money to invest. But child support had me so bogged up that I looked the other way. So when an opportunity like this come along, oh, no, you can fool me once. You got me in. This is a fantastic opportunity. I hope you people are listening. The key word is fantastic. Get in, because the stuff works. And I got a different brand. That's the funny thing, a different brand. I know it works because it worked on my elbow. The pain was immediately gone. I'm saying, wait a minute, this is in lotion? I said, oh, this would run Icy Hot and all these other companies out of business. I understand it, Doc and Tarhaka. I really understand it. So I'm in. I'm just letting you brothers know I am in.
Okay, well, you ready for the next step? The next step, now that you done signed up, the next step, buy your product, use it while you're sharing the opportunity with other people. You can do it online. Stay as if you're in Canada, you know, watch out for the popo, so stay online and promote your thing online. Listen to this broadcast and catch some of the pointers about how to make money that we've already spoken of tonight. And we're not through. We only have an hour left, but just hold your hat right there and just stay plugged into us, brother.
All right, brother. Got you. Get the next caller, man. Appreciate you, brothers.
All right. Well, thank you for calling, Gerald. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye-bye. Dr. Chism, we've been rolling for a minute, so I'm going to go take a little quick break. And when I come back, then we can resume. Okay? So just hold on a minute.
Hi, I'm Rashama. Need office space, a business phone system, or a business address for your home-based, mobile, online, expanding, or downsizing business? Go to www.businessfront.space. You can reserve fully furnished private office or meeting space by the hour, utilities and Wi-Fi included. Reserve now at www.businessfront.space. Never miss your mail with our informed delivery service. No matter where you are in the world, sign up for a physical address today at www.businessfront.space.
What does Tarhaka Secure Party and Creditor package entails? Private consultation by phone and email. The correct system for paying your property taxes in the private. The documents you will need to conduct business and transactions, public and private. Tarhaka Library. Documents for status change in commerce, master study manuals, and trust guides. Free credit repair with all 3 credit bureaus. A business for you in itself. Educational materials on DVD and CD sent directly to your postal box. 1099's education and how to file. How to become a private banker the right way. Asset building, protection, and investing. We also, for all of our clients, host our private conference calls. To access this kind of education and power, go to www.newdataelimination.com or call me directly, 904-303-9061. Also keep in mind, we have the top, best financial advisors there is. Peace.
Well, hope everybody's having a great Memorial Day weekend. We're out here working. Actually, no, we were working last week at Autism One, and we ran into a super, he's super cool. He's doing some great research on a lot of things for many years. We've known about him. Dr. Jeff Bradstreet, here at Autism One, he revealed some research related to something we've been covering a lot lately, the cannabidiol, the CBD. Endocannabinoid system. These things are so exciting. It's like the neglected system of the 20th century. Halfway through, they said, it doesn't exist. You can't have anything for it. And now suddenly there's a resurgence. And Dr. Jeff Bradstreet is right at the center of it, apparently. And I appreciate you being on with us.
Great to be with you, Robert.
Yeah. So what did you present at Autism One? How do we access it for a lay audience as well as the doctors that listen? It's kind of a mix here.
Yeah. What we tried to link up for people was, is there a system that serves as the nexus of these complex gut immune brain dysfunctions? And it doesn't apply just to autism. It applies to obesity, cardiovascular disease, premature neurodegenerative disorders, all kind of link into that same system. So for years, we've been researching the immune system and publishing on that. We couldn't ever find the key immune triggering system that had the potency to do the kind of crazy things that we see with autism. As an example, how does a child eat a single goldfish cracker and go psycho? I mean, literally psychotic behavior for 2 days. What mechanism is behind that? You can't explain it by allergy. It's just insufficient as a reactant. So the only system that really has that kind of clout in the human body is the endocannabinoid system, which is there naturally, not for marijuana's sake. It's there to regulate. So the endocannabinoids are in the body, that whole system, to essentially surveil on a constant basis. The brain is looking to see what is the environment bringing.
Well, when you say
and everything else.
When you say this is the system that could do that could be involved in that mechanism of action, that means it can't be just in one place, right? It's got to be in a few other, but maybe it could be a little bit everywhere. Where do you find this?
So the cannabinoid system in the body kind of breaks down. Currently, we know about two major receptors called CB1, cannabinoid 1, and cannabinoid 2. CB1 is largely neurological, although it can be pro-inflammatory. So it tends to rest primarily within the neurological system, but it crosstalks in a variety of different ways. As an example, CB1, improperly regulated, leads to obesity and inflammation. CB2 is largely anti-inflammatory, and CB2 doesn't possess any psychoactive properties. Unlike CB1, which is kind of the get high sort of where the THC, the active psychotropic component of marijuana, actually interacts with the brain. So CB2 is anti-inflammatory and really incredible. However, there are cannabinoids within natural occurring plants that don't interact with either CB1 or CB2. They interact with the nucleus of the cell and regulate transcription.
Whoa.
They change the DNA message to say less inflammation, more calm, less anxiety, and those things are incredibly important.
The cannabinoid system is not something we've heard all the years that I've been doing broadcast radio, interviewing doctors and researching. You'd hear reference occasionally, but boy, oh boy, suddenly it is on the radar. Do you recall, was this a normal part of the curricula in med school?
Yeah, this is the verboten part of the curriculum in med school. So I did a survey of 20 colleagues. So I just sent out an email to 20 of my close colleagues, and I said, what do you know about the endocannabinoid system? And every one of them came back with zip. I don't know anything about it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it does.
Wasn't that in Star Wars, the endocannabinoid system?
Yeah. I think that's the way you actually made it through the planet.
Yeah.
To get to the other side through the endocannabinoid system. So the cool thing actually about this entire complex regulatory pathway is despite all of the nonsense in the U.S. with the regulatory chaos, where we can't tell as physicians what the DEA, the FDA, the states really want us to do and what's appropriate. So all of that has created massive confusion here in the U.S., and it's delayed research by decades. But the United States is not the only nation that's doing intensive research. Spain has produced some tremendous work with the endocannabinoids. Germany, even at the Max Planck Institute, which is one of the highest-rated neuroscience institutes in the world, has done extensive research on the endocannabinoid system. So a lot of really amazing things are taking place on a day-to-day basis that are important to all of us,
yes,
and equally important to those with special needs. So you've got the autistic population, the Alzheimer's population, Parkinson's. There's research coming out in all of those areas. I'm happy to be a part of the autism-related endocannabinoid research.
I'm happy that you're here discussing it. Can you stick around for one more segment?
Absolutely.
All right, Dr. Jeff Bradstreet is our guest from Autism One. It's paying healing dividends here right through the Memorial Day weekend. We've got lots more healing to go on the Robert Scott Bell Show. Check it out, robertscottbell.com, and we'll link up and tell you how you can find out more about Dr. Jeff Bradstreet doing some great work and talking about the endocannabinoid system in an area where he said it was verboten. For those of you who are not from Germany, I think that means forbidden.
Exactly.
Just to be sure, drbradstreet.org, drbradstreet.org. We've linked it up in the show notes. You can check it out, learn more about it. I believe that's a site that's more invested in education, not selling things or anything. So
no, you can't buy anything on it. You can't be promoted on it. There's no advertising. It's purely just an educational resource.
Okay, good. So let's dive back in.
All right, we're back, everybody. I would like to state that I had it wrong once again. We're up to 87. I'd like to give a shout out to Sister Sarah Taylor out of North Carolina. She just signed up right behind Gerald. So once the permission to use is still busting. So I'm not sure how she ran into it because it's everywhere. But if it's on Facebook, if we're not friends on Facebook, go ahead and visit my groups. Join the groups, Talk of Black Awareness Group, the National Monetary Expansion Group. I got quite a few there. Tarhaka Photo and Video Shop, that ad is running there. You can go ahead and copy and paste that ad in a Google email, and then that way you're able to edit it, take out my link, put your link in, and start using that ad to promote your business, because it is working. I say we had 85 people. Now we're up to 87. So in climbing. So you have my permission to use that ad. I'm going to bring in Dr. Chism now, and we'll continue to broadcast. Keep in mind, if you have a question or comment, don't hesitate to raise your hand. 310-982-4184. Press 1 on your phone. That'll give me an indication that you got something to say. And also keep in mind that we're going to be converting this blog talk show into a video. It's going to be posted on YouTube so we can start over and expose this to the YouTube audiences. And, of course, the ad will be right there under the video, and they'll be able to click right on that and go straight on and sign up. So that's how we do that and keeping this thing moving. Now, Dr. Chism, the tricks of the trade. You still with us, brother? Okay.
I'm still with you,
I was just letting them know about some of the tricks of the trade, how you can take a single ad, attach it to a photograph or video, and send it out. And when you CTFO send you a congratulations, you have a new person that signed up. You always want to follow up with that individual. You can just open it up, copy their email address, and put it into a new message, and just say whatever your name is, welcome, and you might want to say a few words and put a photograph of yourself in there, and just say congratulations and welcome to the team, and send that on to them. And if you got any other information, you can put it in there about your conference call information, about your website, access to more information that they can get to and stay plugged into this thing. And you can also encourage them to go ahead and buy the product, because that's the ticket right there. But once you buy this stuff and you start using it, then you ready to share this thing with everybody you know. And just like you were saying, you give out free samples and stuff. We're going to be getting to that also, because I know quite a few people that can benefit from this stuff. And a lot of us are on the road doing speaking engagements, so I'll be able to get out and do some of that as soon as I accumulate enough product to put on the table to talk about. We'll be down to the Assalam's Masjid. And, of course, I'm off the travel circuit. I used to travel across the United States and speak, but I ain't doing that no more. That wore me out. But I am going to go down the street, and I'll speak down there, and I'll get the video on that and throw that up there on YouTube and put it all over everywhere, so you'll get a chance to see me there explaining this stuff to you. Dr. Chism, what are some of your tricks of the trade that you use, some of the little odds and ends that you use in promoting your business that the listening audience could listen to and take advantage of?
All right. Do a little housekeeping real quick, just again to let everybody know that again this organization, brother Tarhaka, we all part of the same team, and so we have a morning power call, the Hemponomics, hemp and then economics put together is Hemponomics, and so we have a morning power call 5 days a week, and it's 11 o'clock Central Time, 12 o'clock Eastern Time, 10 o'clock Mountain Time, 9 a.m. Pacific Time, and that phone number is area code 712-432-0075, and then the passcode is 734-819#. I'll repeat it, 712-432-0075, passcode 734-819, the pound key. And I got to say something. I'm going to be cautious a little bit on how I say it, because I'm excited, to this. But I just opened up my commission summary for this last week. We get paid every week, and I was like, wow. And
That's
so
right.
all I can say is thank you, Heavenly Father. Wow. I'm just saying, and it ain't about me. I mean, yes, I had to do something. You got to do something. That's a trick of the trade. I had to do something, but it's the team. So I say that to you to say it's the power of do you understand Mark Zuckerberg and whatever those other it's about their teams. Them guys ain't doing. I mean, I respect to them, but it's the teams. And so what type of teams in the past have you built? This is a trick of the trade. What type of team have you built in the past? The past don't matter. What matters now is what you're doing now. And if you build a team, you will touch so many people's lives in a positive way. They'll sing praises to your name. But in the meantime, you make a ton of money. Again, treat this like a big business. It is just imperative that you pay attention and then comply. If you do that, you will be rewarded beyond your wildest imagination. Comply. Just do it. Just be a professional business person. I didn't say uppity, and I didn't say walk around with your nose up and acting like something you ain't. I didn't even come close to saying that. But a trick of the trade is to act like somebody who is a business owner, a big business owner. Now, it's kind of like I'm telling you what to do, and it's not exactly my intention, because if you don't want a big business, then don't act like a big business. I'm not talking to you. You do you be what you want to be, and that's perfectly okay. Others out there who want a big business, now I'm talking to you, okay? So that way I don't offend somebody that they don't want that. You guys that want the big business, because that's who I'm going to talk to. The rest of you can listen. It don't hurt my feelings. But now, with your permission, Brother Tarhaka, I'm talking to people that want a big business. Is that okay?
That's okay.
All right, so here we go. A big business. Robert Kiyosaki, he got famous because he wrote a book called Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Hope you read it. Many, many years ago. I remember the first time I saw him. I was in Amway, long, long time ago. But the thing is, with that, is having that mindset that he had called it the cash flow quadrant. That you got, so if you take like a big old X on a piece of paper and do an X, well, in one side over there if you're looking at it, then to your left in the top corner, you're going to have people who work for other people. That's going to be the majority. Maybe when he said that, maybe it's mostly unemployed, but we won't talk about them. Underneath there on the left-hand side, you put the self-employed people. And then up top there on the right-hand side, you put big business owners. And then underneath there is where you really want to be. Concept is investor. But you got to understand, when you're self-employed, when you work for other people, you just don't have, you just kind of day to day, week to week, one or two paychecks away from being homeless. The people who are self-employed, the doctors and lawyers and people, walking around looking like big shots. These guys, they just one little accident, one little hashtag Me Too. They're just one little thing away from being blown up, blown apart. They have to be there for hours and hours. Now over there on the right, the big business owners, the big business, the people that got, I think it's 500 or more employees. That's a big business. Not that very few people, relatively speaking, are in that big business. And then the place where the rich people really want to, where people really want to be, is that last down there is investors. But you got to have cash flow. This business allows you to do it if you treat it like the big business. Now, that was the introduction. All you have to do, remember I said earlier, people want to know 3 questions. What kind of business is it? How much money can I make? And what do I have to do to earn it? So all you have to do is go EM1, Executive Manager +1. We talked about that. If you're new, just go in your back office and look and see what being a manager is. Real simple, nothing than senior and then Executive Manager +1. But all you do, just little bite-sized bits of this business. Just take a little bit, like an EM1, just go Executive Manager, boop, and then add one more. And those 5 just teach 5 real quick on 5 different legs, boop, 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 to do the same thing. And help them to do that. And then start that momentum, that duplication, going down, 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 and then going wide, wide, wide. And all of a sudden, lots of product is being moved. A lot of McDonald's hamburgers, a lot of Arby's sandwiches, fish sandwiches, a lot of Coca-Colas. It's all about duplication. See, Coca-Cola is all about duplication. McDonald's is not in the hamburger business. McDonald's is in the real estate business. That's a fact. And same things with the Sears and JCPenney's, all those guys. I mean, that's real estate. The other thing is just to get you in. It's like a television studio. They're in the commercial business. They use those shows and stuff to get you to watch their commercials. That's all. I mean, people got things twisted because we've been confused about what reality is. So you treat this thing like the big business that it is. And now it's up to you if you treat it that way, because you don't have to. But it don't matter if you treat it that way or not. It is. And the people that are treating it that way, they're making a fortune. The people that are treating it like a little business, well, they're not making a fortune. Again, nobody's wrong. Nobody's doing wrong. They're doing them. They're doing what they want to do, what they feel comfortable with, what their self-esteem level can go. The strategy. The strategy. What are you putting in your mind every day? Are you reading a good book? There's a number of good books. Check with your upline, the people that got you in. Your active upline. If somebody sponsored you 2 days after they got in and they're not doing anything, well, they're not an active upline. You keep on going up until you find somebody that's kicking. Somebody like Tarhaka. And you just move on. But the thing is, what you do is, the first thing you do, if you haven't done it yet, is when this program is over. Now listen, is you go in your back office and you sign up for auto ship, and you make sure that you're at least 50 CDs. That's approximately $100, $112 retail, depending on your product. That's nothing. And you go on auto ship. And again, do it right. Also, I want to make sure, before I forget, that the CBD hemp oil oral, O-R-A-L, oral sprays, by getting a 5-pack, it's like getting one free. They already discounted it. On auto ship, you get another 5%. And if you get the 5-pack, you get another one free. And remember, I had one person the other day, they said, oh, I thought they were all the same. No, on the 5-pack, you got the one is anti-stress, the little spray bottle, the little sprayer, the anti-stress. One is for energy blast and focus. There's another one, pain relief, sleep support, and weight loss. There's 5 different ones. Man, who do you know that wants to lose weight? About everybody. Who do you know that's looking for sleep support? About everybody. Who do you know needs some pain relief? A little quick spray when they're at work, when they just out to play, when they just walking, they walk in the mall, whatever. About everybody. Who do you know needs a little anti-stress and relaxation? About everybody. Who knows needs an energy blast? About everybody. Look, I remember calling the office. I said, "Can you mix these up and everything?" Because I wanted to check. They said, "Oh yeah, no, yeah, of course. They're made to be. You can use them different all at the same time, different ones." You want to make sure that you're getting those, and those are good. Somebody, say, "Hey, look here. You want a couple squirts?" You know. Well, then I guess that container is a sample, huh? You get to write that one off your taxes. Hallelujah. But anyways, that's a strategy. I just taught you another strategy. But the game is to be what you want. Be what you want. That's huge. You want, see, no product sold, no product consumed, no money made. Now, remember that we're not talking about the company. I mean, technically that would be company-wide, but this is a company doing quite well, with or without you and me. Doing quite well. Trust me, I plan on our organization being a significant part of their business. We're moving up every day. Brother Tarhaka, he out there leading pack. He's right there. Come on, brother. Come on and catch up. You can do it. The thing is that be what you want. Be a consummate professional. I understand, but I'm just an office worker. I just do hair. You don't just do that. Be a professional at whatever you do, but use that to blast your way to become a multi-millionaire through this business. It will, that whatever your JOB is, your just over broke, whatever your just over broke is, you use that properly with the right attitude and the right techniques to use that to build this business. And in a very short amount of time, that word is subjective, but in a very short amount of time, you have bought your freedom. In this country, you can't be free unless you bought your freedom. You've got to bought your freedom, missy, in the USSA. And it won't be long for you bought yourself and your family's freedom. Go toward the gourd, the looking gourd. You'll be able to go up north there once you get it together, and they won't chase you down. Be what you want. You want people who you want people to get that little program, the EM1 program. Well, then you get on it and start working toward it. We'll help you. We'll help you get there. You're in business for yourself, not by yourself. You remember all we're doing to be the EM1 project that we're doing in the Hipponomics group. All we're doing is we're going to get those 5 people in who want to be free, and they're willing to go on auto ship and do at least 50 CVs. I mean, and the rest of the month you can order. I order all month long, order stuff. But I'm making sure that my auto ship, I'm gonna do the bare minimum on my auto ship so that I always hit my money. Because you miss it, boop, you miss that week, man. You could miss hundreds of dollars in commission because you weren't activated, you weren't qualified that week. I ain't no not me. You know, so I'm gonna order other stuff during the month anyways, but I'm gonna got that little extra insurance there and be on auto ship. Now I'm giving you the techniques to become wealthy. I'm gonna have an attitude of gratitude all the time. I'm just grateful that Heavenly Father brought this business to me, and now I can bring it and take it to other people. What I'm saying is I got that attitude, and I'm transmitting it to other people, the ones that want it. The ones that don't want it, that's perfectly okay. Be on auto ship and go EM1, and then I'm going to find 5 other people that want to do the same thing and teach them to do that and teach them to teach. We teach teachers to teach, teachers to teach. And it just keeps on rolling and rolling and rolling. Before you know it, you're a Top Gun. Brother Tarhaka?
All right. You want to break down for us exactly what you mean when you say auto ship. What is that exactly? How does that work?
What you do is I'm on my computer here, so I'm gonna bring that up.
Mm-hmm.
And so what in your back office, it says when you go there, you got home, my account, commissions, view my team, order and enroll. So what I do is I click order and enroll, and then it says manage auto ship.
Okay.
Then you click that, and now mine, because I'm on auto ship, it doesn't say exactly what a brand new person would, because mine it's already set up. But in essence, what it'll say is if you have not set your auto ship, click here, and then it'll ask you some basic things because this stuff is all secure. So even though they have to ask you for permission to do things. Do we have permission to use your credit card that's on thing? And you click that. Is this your address? Because it's already in there, and this is where you want your stuff sent. Yes, okay, click. Or if it's not in there, then you got to type it in where you want it sent. And then boom, then it'll go and it'll have all the products. So you pick out what you want. And like I said, I tell people, to be on EM1, it'll show the cost, and plus it'll show the CVs, the commissionable volume. You want a minimum of 50 commissionable volume CVs, and that way that's part of the EM1 program. And obviously, I do a lot. You're going to use a lot more product than that and sample a lot more product than that. But like I say, I just want the bare minimum. And then they'll say, are you sure you want it like this? And then you got to click it and say, yes, please. And poof, and that's it. And they'll ask for the date. You'll ask for your date. It can't be the date you are now, but it'll say when you want. And so you got to look. You remember, and you got in because, it's based on, you got 30 days. But based on the month, and so I had to calculate for me what was the right thing because I don't want it to miss nothing. And see, I had come in on the 5th, and I got to do this, and I don't want to mess up nothing. And it's okay, boom, okay, I set it for this, boom. So, I calculate so that it hits, but that way, if I haven't ordered enough, then it'll automatically. But let me tell you something that I wasn't even expecting. It says, click, it says on that sheet, it'll say, would you like us to take your auto ship out of your commission? And I said, what? Yes, please. Yes. And it says, if there's not enough in there, then we will put the balance on your card. Yes, please. This company is bad. Never seen nothing like that. So I'm gonna keep enough in my little keep enough in my little account. So I, because brother got to transfer over some because it just make me feel good. But I'm definitely gonna keep that. I'm always gonna keep enough in that account so that it just pulls it right out of there. You don't even have to touch my card. Now it take a minute to build it up. This company is bad, brother Tarhaka. It's like everything gets free. To get in, I'm gonna tell you something. Can I do something special?
Yeah, go ahead.
Is it okay with you, sir?
Sure.
If you're listening to my voice, I haven't even told the rest of the team this yet. You're part of the team, brothers. The first ones hearing this. I had to make sure I was going to be able to make this work. Everybody, when you start, it's free to get in, but you tell people, look at here, it's free, don't cost nothing. They don't even want a credit card for you to sign up. They don't even ask for a Social Security card number. Now, obviously, eventually, when you get over $600, they're gonna have to have your Social Security card, and if you're gonna order something, they gotta have it. But I mean, just to sign up, they don't ask that. And everybody that you sign up, I tell you what, your upline manager is gonna give them a free 5-day Cancun-cation. Come on, brother.
Wow.
We all you gotta do is just send the information. You send the information to my web our email address, and I'll have the secretary pop one out to them, and they'll get and no cost to you. And so, come on. Oh, and I got to tell you something else because I know time is running, but I got to say things while they're on my mind.
Okay.
I talked to the owner. I don't know. He didn't say I couldn't say this, so I'm gonna tell you. We was talking, and he was talking about his kid, and we was talking, and I think, we were talking, and he said, I signed her up the other day. I said, what? She ain't 18. He said, yeah, but I don't never want her to ever have to depend on no man for no money. I said, well, go ahead, bro. And he said, we don't ask for no age on your sign-up. I said, what? Mm-hmm. Folks, you got kids and grandkids. Man, you get them in the position them in this thing, no charge to you. And man, start building. They can build, they can do, and before you know it, they got all the extra money they need for schooling, college, for high school, coach. I mean, what? Brother Tarhaka, do you understand this thing is crazy?
I understand. I done looked at it from every conceivable angle. I know what it is.
I'm talking to you. Every angle I looked at it before I ever got in. This thing. Folks, I hope you listening to I hope you paying attention. I hope you don't never get on this radio show ever again without pencil and paper. For sure, don't come to our training sessions in the morning without pencil and pen, because we passing out the information and then we out, we gone. Just start the day. But I hope you don't come to Brother Tarhaka's thing without pencil and paper in the future, because a lot of information, Brother Tarhaka was pumping out the information. I hope y'all was paying attention. Brother Tarhaka, go ahead, sir.
We've dealt with the tricks of the trade on this stuff, and I would like to also add in that what I did was I started, and this was based on the fact that I had another young lady. Now she does a radio broadcast each Sunday at 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. That's Roch's Conscious Couch. And she's also joined the network. And she hosts a radio show. And what we did was we went to different other social sites like Instagram. We did with Vimeo, just a host of them. And join these things so that we're able to place our ad, place our videos, and what that does is gives you exposure, because making money by internet is simply a numbers game. The more people you expose what you are doing to, the more money you're going to make. It's just that simple. So we're putting this stuff out there. We're putting the videos out there. We're also we're writing, posting our ads on a blog post. Those social media sites that have a place for you to post blogs. We're putting it there, and we're putting emphasis there. We're putting photographs. We put videos there, and then we go on to the next one, and we make that a regular habit of posting in these sites. There isn't a month that goes by, a week that goes by that we don't post something to these sites. When I do a new broadcast, convert it into a video, that is to be placed on sites. We got the commercials running. We are going to be making the commercials about CTFO soon. We haven't made them yet, but I'm going to make mine. She's going to make hers, and I would like to extend an invitation to those people who would like to join my network as far as the Blog Talk radio show. If you're interested in hosting your own show, we can have no cussing, no crazy, none of that, because it's totally professional, and we're very, very serious people, and our credibility is at stake. But if you're interested in that, give me a call, 904-303-9061 before 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's 904-303-9061 before 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, Dr. Chism, I'd like to go on, and if you would just give us a rundown on the different levels in this operation, the different levels, because we know we got the number 1 level, number 2. So do you have that up on your computer?
I will, and just I got to change screens, but let me just change this screen and put that here. Okay, so it's back up. The first level,
all right,
we talked about was it's just being an active distributor. That means you placed a qualifying order on your account in the last 31 days. That's the very first thing, is to be active. You got to activate your distributorship, and to be an EM1, you want to be at least a minimum of 50 CVs. You do not have to be 50 CVs to be active. I think it's 27, something like that. It'll be on there on your stuff. But EM1, which, like say, our project is a few more so that you 50 CVs a month. Then your first level is called a first level manager, and that means you have placed a qualifying order on your account, and you have one person directly under you who has done the same. The second level manager is a person who has a second level manager. Obviously, you got your qualifying account, and you have 2 people directly under you who have done the same thing. Senior manager is a person you've done your qualifying order in the last 31 days, and you have 3 people directly under you who have done the same. Executive manager, that's where the EM comes. That means you have placed a qualifying order, and you have 4 people directly under you. And remember, we have the extra, we call it the EM1, executive manager, which I just said, plus 1. That means 1 more, okay? And it's directly under you. Now, you could get in, and in less than 30 minutes or an hour, you could be an executive manager. You could actually be an EM1. Boom, 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 boom. I mean, or you could take a year and a half to do it. I mean, it's up to you. But I'm just saying, just that fast, because all they do is another person gets in, goes on out. Matter of fact, they don't even have to be on auto ship. They just put an order in. But I mean, you're trying to find people who are committed and they're looking to grow. But they just get in and put a qualifying order in. Boom, that kicks you right on up to senior manager, executive manager, blah blah blah. The next one after that, executive, is called the vice president. That means you placed your qualifying order. I'm not going to say that anymore. Okay, that's always understood. So we're going to save time by saying you always acted yourself over the last 31 days. Now, a vice president means blah, 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 and you have 5 people directly under you who have done the same. Now, you, as an EM1, you've already accomplished that. Plus, you have $25,000 in your team this month. Now, it's not 25 CDs wholesale. That makes it a whole lot easier to attain. The next level is senior vice president. Senior vice president means you have 5 people done the same, plus instead of 25 in sales, you've got 50,000 in sales this month. Okay, that would be in a calendar month. Then the next level is executive vice president. And you got again, these are based on the 5 people, and you have 100,000 in sales this calendar month. Presidential sale, you qualified as an executive, what I just said, but you did it with 3 other qualified executives. You're not just going, or somebody had a whole bunch of sales all of a sudden, went out and flea marketed real big deal. No, you've got a good solid group and you've got some leaders starting to form. The next level is senior presidential, and as a presidential director, you got 3 other qualified presidential directors, separate legs now. The others sometimes could have been in other different legs, but this one is separate legs. But they do not have to be personally enrolled by you. They could be 3 levels down, 10 levels down, 20 levels down. It don't matter. As long as they're gone as long as they have gone presidential directors, no matter how long, you got those 3 legs, separate legs, then now you're seeing, and the money you're making, it don't matter a lot. And then you got executive presidential director. If I didn't say that already, that means you are a qualified senior presidential director with 3 other qualified senior presidential directors, separate legs. They don't have to be personally sponsored. That means that you're not the only big dog in your group, but you're helping other people to be big dogs too. And then the last one they have right now, and I'm sure they'll have more later on as people attain it, but right now is that top gun spot. That means you are an executive presidential director. You got 3 other qualified executive presidential directors on separate legs. And everybody is making lots of money, having lots of fun. There you go, Brother Tarhaka.
Well, all right. Well, that lays it out. That entire information that he just gave us is right there in your back office. And anytime someone has a business, They want to learn everything they can possibly learn about their business. Let me open up this line at area code 210. Hold on here. 210, you're on the air. Tell us who you are, where you're calling from, what's your question or comment.
Yes. Good evening, gentlemen. My name is Eric Thompson. I just have a question.
Welcome.
Did you say 50 CBs? Because I'm up in my back office now. I'm just looking at these different. So when you purchase a product, it give you a price, and then it got like so many CBs. That's what you were saying, 50 CBs? That's what you said, you got an average 50 CBs? I didn't understand that quite clear. Or for an hour shift, you know.
All right. What I think I'm hearing you ask is it sounded like almost two questions, and so I'll try to answer them both. But what I did say specifically was to go EM1. That's that project, the EM1 project. That's our hemponomics team. We came up with that terminology. It follows right along with everything I said in the company. It goes right along with what they're doing. But we just hooked it together and said and got those 5 people directly under you. But you are going on auto ship and doing a minimum of 50, C as in cat, V as in Victor's. That's commissionable volume. Now, I sounded kind of like what you might have also asked, even though I might have misunderstood, was when I was talking about these other things, 1,000, 25,000 in sales, 100,000 in sales, blah blah blah. That was based on the dollar amount. So remember, if you remember, there's different ways. There's retail, then there's wholesale, and then there's CBs. And so that wholesale, that was that 50,000, 25,000. That was based on the wholesale dollars, the dollars. But the EM1 was based on going in and signing up for your auto ship was based on CBs, and also on the first part of the direct money that you get from the office is commissionable volume. Now, let's see, I'm just to help, see if I can go back fast enough. I had to close that out, but let's see if I can come back. Let's see, I think I can go back here. And then go back into my account, and then go back to my commission area. Go back up to group, let's see, blah, 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 group volume, commission summary. Let's see what it says. There it is. So I got, you got total earnings, additional earnings, unit level pay, first order, unit level pay, recurring orders, regenerating matrix pay, infinity pay, and Top Gun pool. So I didn't get into infinity pay and Top Gun pool, but I will. But but all that other stuff, and then hallelujah. So I'm just saying, they just keep paying, and man, oh man. So hopefully I answered your question. CVs, you're getting commissions on. CVs to be at EM1, but to go those other levels from the company, they were basing those on the wholesale price.
Okay, thanks a lot. I appreciate it. Yes, Doc, I appreciate it.
All right. Okay. Well, Dr. Chism, we've come to the end of the broadcast, and I think we've dispensed quite a bit of information. And if they use this information, I don't see no way they can go wrong. Because we're not talking about what we're trying to do. We're talking about what we are doing. And so we'll be coming back again. I'd like to invite you back again as we progress with this thing and to be my guest on the show again, and so that we can dispense some more information. And if you would accept my invitation, it would be greatly appreciated.
Well, sir, I'm your humble servant. and business partner, and just happy to be here with the rest of our partners out there and out there in what they say, same time. We say same time, same back channel. So I'm just happy to be out here and part of the group.
Well, all right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and shut this thing down, and I would like to say thank you. And I'll be talking to you by phone. And I'm going to close it down, and we'll be talking later. And I'd like to say thank you to everyone that's listening to this broadcast tonight. And take this thing and use it. And go ahead and make you some money and go ahead and stay healthy with the products and stuff. But get involved now. For those of you who are not involved, get your free website, back office, and stuff. And go ahead and buy your product and use it. And you're well on your way. Thank you, Dr. Chism. And I'm going to sign you off, sir. And then I'm going to close out. You're quite welcome. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been your host, Tarhaka Amana El Bay, and until next time, y'all have a good evening. Good night.